Question 16. Question 16 asks that if carbon dioxide is withdrawn from the atmosphere, CO2 is withdrawn from atmosphere or biosphere, which organism would first experience negative effect? Actually, CO2 is required for the synthesis of food by the primary producers. And when primary producers synthesize food, only then other food chain will work and all other organisms will get food. So primary producers are the first organism that are going to affect it. So option A is the correct answer. Question 17. Natural reservoir of food phosphorus is. Now phosphorus is obtained by the weathering process of rocks. So phosphorus is a natural reservoir of phosphorus are nothing but a rock. So B is the correct answer. Question 18. Question 18 asks that which of the following habitat is most suitable for primary producer? Habitat most unsuitable for primary productivity. Now if we talk about the most unsuitable, option A if we talk, it is a meadow. So there are some plants which grow in this particular amphibians plants which grow in the meadow regions. Option B, forested riverbank. Yes, in this also there is a presence of some plant. Option C, caves. In caves there is no availability of proper sunlight, so primary productivity cannot occur. So C is most probable answer. And D, in pond there is also photosynthesis can occur. So caves are the most important, most appropriate answer. Question 19. Question 19 asks that geometric representation of age structure. Geometric representation of age structure is a characteristic of. Now, this geometric representation of age is found in case of through the age structure, that is through the age pyramids. And age pyramids are formed of a population. So population is the correct answer because population has several characteristic or attributes which are a function of the whole group and not of an individual. Age distribution is one of them, that is the number or the percentage of individual in a population in different age groups like the pre-reproductive, reproductive and post-reproductive. This is represented geogrammatically by age pyramid. So it is a characteristic of population. Question 20. Question 20 asks that which one of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? Not a parasitic adaptation. Now if we talk about parasitic adaptation, parasitism is a phenomena or relation between the two living organisms of different species in which one organism called parasite obtain its food. So parasite get benefited and another is a host who is being utilized, so that is a negative impact on the host. Now the parasite spends a part or whole life on the its life either on a host or inside the body of host. Now general parasitic adaptation are number 1, anaerobic respiration in internal parasite, anaerobic respiration. Second, loss of certain organ. 3, presence of adhesive organ, presence of adhesive organ. Fourth, excessive multiplication. Resistant cyst and eggs for safe transport of their progeny to the new host. Resistant cyst and egg. 6, well developed and complicated reproductive organ. Well developed and complicated reproductive organ. So these are the some of the parasitic adaptation. Now the question is not a parasitic adaptation. So if we go with the option, in option A they have written as a development of adhesive organ. So it is a correct, it is a parasitic adaptation. Option B, loss of digestive organ. Yes, it is also there. C, loss of reproductive capacity. Actually there should be a well developed and complicated reproductive organ. So it is incorrect. And D is given as loss of unnecessary sense organ. So it is also correct. So C is not a particular adaptation or parasitic adaptation, that is a loss of reproductive capacity. Question 21. Question 21 asks that if a forest area is reduced to half, forest area reduced to half, which one of the following will be a long-term effect? Now, habitat of a large variety of organisms would be destroyed. So forest area reduced to half means it is a habitat for large variety of organism. So if forest area get destroyed, habitat get destroyed, so food chain would be disturbed, and this leading to population and ecological imbalance. So according to the option, if we go in option A, they have written there the native tribes of that area will die on account of hunger. So this might be for a short duration, but it is not a long-term effect. Okay. Option B is given as cattle of that area will die due to scarcity of fodder. It is not like that all that will not die. There will be disturbances, not all complete destruction. C, through diversity in germplasm will affect a crop breeding. Yes, crop breeding will happen, while B, it is a long-term effect. And D, it will be converted into a large desert. No, it will not occur. So C is the correct answer. Question 22. Question 22 asks that which is the main causative factor of desertification? Main causative factor of desertification. Now, excessive falling of trees and overgrazing remove vegetation cover. It remove vegetation cover, and land is exposed to erosion and desertification. So land is exposed to erosion and desertification. So excessive falling of trees and overgrazing. Now overgrazing is given in option C. So C is the correct answer, which is the main causative factor of desertification. Question 23. Question 23 asks that photic or euphotic zone. Photic or euphotic zone is how much deep from the upper surface of area. it is photic or euphotic zone. If we talk, it is the area of any pond or and up to which a light penetrates, and this period up to the light penetrate, that is your euphotic or euphotic zone, and this is 200-meter deep, means it is 656 feet deep from the surface area. So C is the correct answer. Question 24. Question 24 asks that carnivorous are. Now carnivorous are the, so if you talk about carnivorous, you know that producers are present at first trophic level, over which herbivorous will be dependent, over which primary carnivores will be dependent, over which secondary carnivores, and over which top carnivores. Now these are primary consumer, these are secondary consumer, these are tertiary consumer, and that can be quaternary consumer. Now carnivores are these two, so they are secondary and tertiary consumers. So according to the option C is correct answer, that is secondary and tertiary consumers. So C is the correct answer. Question 25. Question 25 asks that consider the following 4 conditions and select the correct pair of them. We have to select a correct pair of them. Okay, now, and we have to select a correct pair of them as an adaptation to environment in desert lizard. So it is a adaptation of desert lizard. Now if we talk about desert lizard lack physiological ability and it show behavioral adaptation. In behavioral adaptation, when there is a need a heat, it basks in sun outside, and when there is a less temperature outside increases, it is undergo burrowing into the soil. So if we talk with this, one is given as burrowing in soil to escape high temperature. Yes, they do during the behavioral thing. Option second is the losing heat rapidly from the body during the high temperature. No, it is carried out by mammals, not by this. 3. Bask in sun when temperature is low. When temperature is low, there is no need of basking. And 4. Insulating body due to thick fatty dermis. It is also incorrect. Now be remember, bask in sun when temperature is high. It should be high, then only it bask in the sun. Now bask in sun when temperature low. When temperature high outside but low of body. So statement is saying with respect to low of body. So this is the correct statement. So 1 and 3 are correct. So option B is correct answer, that is 1 and 3. Question 26. Question 26 asks that trophic level of lion in the forest ecosystem is. Now lion are top carnivores or they are top consumer. So they occupy the top level, that is a T4 out of this. So B is the correct answer. Question 27. Question 27 asks that natural reservoir of phosphorus is natural reservoir of phosphorus is. Now natural reservoir of phosphorus is nothing but rock particle, and due to weathering of rock this phosphorus is released, so C is the correct answer. Question 28. Question 28 asks that index of environmental health. Index of environmental health. It is determined by a change in the composition of. So it is determined by change in composition of niche. And niche is the functional role of an organism, or it is a condition that it can tolerate. So B is the correct answer. Question 29. Question 29 asks that a pond is. Now pond is a option A biome. No, it is not a biome. Option B, it is a natural ecosystem. Yes, it is acting as a natural ecosystem. Option C, artificial ecosystem. No, it is not a man-made. And option D, community of plant and animal. No, it is not a community of plant and animal. There are some insects, phytoplankton, zooplankton are there, and some water aquatic organism and the plants. So B is the correct answer. It is a natural ecosystem. Question 30. Question 30 asks that which one of the following pair is mismatched. Now if we go with the option A is given as tundra and it is a permafrost. Yes, tundra is the region where the permafrost soil is found, and permafrost is a soil where subsoil is frozen. So it is a correct. B is given as savanna in acacia tree. Yes, it is also correct. C, prairie, and prairie is epiphyte. So it is actually incorrect, as prairies are contain tall grasses and shrubs. So it is incorrect, as it do not have epiphytes. So this is the correct answer. We have to select a mismatch. And option D, coniferous forest or evergreen trees. Yes, it is also correct. So mismatch is option C, and that is the correct answer according to the question.